been a minute. First of all, while this game's loading up, hey, how are you? I haven't done a webcam with you all in like a long time, in about 2 years, year and a half. I actually can't remember off the top of my head. A lot has changed. I have a beard now. It's probably, or did I have a beard before? I don't remember. Obviously, as you can tell from these past couple months to this past year, my uploads have been really decreasing in quality, and I've been falling under the 2016 YouTube standard of quantity over quality, and yeesh, that's the no. That's not the purpose of what I wanted my YouTube channel to go to, and it just sort of eventually went to there because I didn't have time, resources, or just the energy to make really good quality YouTube videos. I never made super good quality beforehand, but they weren't as good as they were before. Drink. But now I finally started hunkering down. I've decided I want to pursue whoops. I decided I want to pursue YouTube for more than just a hobby. I mean, of course, everybody wants to do a career. I want to actually bring up good content and be able to look at it later in the future and just be like, wow, this is where I came from. And so we start this journey, so yeah, let's get this going. Oh, guess what we're doing it on? Yeah. Call of Duty. I know, it's canon, isn't it? I've always said I wanted to go away from Call of Duty, and yet here we are back. I can't run, I can't escape. However, I'm still going to be doing Journey. I actually had to restart the whole campaign because I did like a 20-30 minute section, I do believe, without any audio recording, and I just had a complete like meltdown. I was like, are you serious? Because it was after I got done working my third shift and I came back, I started editing and looking, wouldn't you know it, it's a lie. It's all I've been trying my butt off. Side note, a little bit more. Oh, I hope y'all know I'm gonna be rusty, like super rusty. Like, this is about to be terrible. I haven't played in days. I know. Let's get the Dango! The Dango. I've been playing CSGO, and this is what happens. I just can't use a controller now. There's just irony in that. I feel like, oh, it's like a computer game. So, start playing computer games. Oh, it's like a console game. So, it's a never-ending cycle. Spider-Man. Oh, God, it's my beard. Does my beard look that terrible? I just looking in the camera, like, oh, no, my beard looks terrible. Do I really look like scraggly? Can't talk. It's just gonna take me a minute to get back into this. So getting off the subject of Call of Duty, moving on to something else. So recently I actually got a job over at a factory. It's my first factory job. So of course I was expecting it not to be, you know, the greatest job in the world, but it was something that paid pretty decently. The hours were pretty decent. I mean, you were supposed to get at least a minimum of 40 hours a week. And then, you know, overtime as much as it came. Who's shooting at me? Go. The job wasn't that hard in general. The only bad thing is them explaining to me how to do my job. You know, I had a good trainer. Shout out to you, if you, Mikey. If you're watching this, you a tank. You know, he did exactly as he needed to do. He trained me. He was super cool too. He was like really easy to work with. And there was also another guy behind me, Brandon, who was, you know, a really cool dude to talk to too. He was really helpful. He actually cared enough about his job to, you know, progress and just make it easier to work, I guess you could say. Just make it flow a little bit better. They both did, and they were really good work. And you know, the other ones were fine too, but yeah. Well, the only problem was that, you know, my trainer. Oh, hello! Daddy's home! That's actually the best I've done in a long time, so I got excited. Judge me. Well, the only thing is, my trainer was trained incorrectly whenever he first started, so that's what he told me anyway. So whenever I got trained, I was trained incorrectly, and a lot of the things that I did was, you know, incorrect. A lot of them, like a lot. So eventually, you know, I keep working, and everybody keeps telling me, Nick, you're doing things wrong. Nick, you're doing things wrong. Why are you cutting this the wrong way? And I'm just like, I'm trying. The thing is, you know, they would tell me I'm doing things wrong, but nobody would help explain how I was doing it wrong. It's just like, oh no. No, you're not Kobeing it. You're not Kobeing it. You can try. Oh, he was Kobeing. Never mind, not live. You know, this keeps going on, and I worked. The first week I was there, I did a lot of training. I did a little bit of work on the saw. That's why I was on the utility saw. And I was like, you know, this is perfectly fine. This is not too hard of a job. There's a lot to learn because you have to cut to at least a third of an inch. Yo, he got a what? What in the hell does Samurai Jack get on here? What? That's badass. I can't say nothing but it's badass. I do a lot of paperwork training. I do a little bit of on the saw training. I think the last 2 days I get on the saw training. And whenever that happened, they would switch out my main trainer with somebody else who had about as much time as I did on the saw, and they expected him to train me. Boy, these people did not make the greatest decisions. Plus it was on third shift, so adjusting to third shift again, like I did this about the same time 2 years ago, and oh god, I hated it so much. My first week there, I worked from 10:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. And then the second week I started, which was my main training week, is whenever I started actually learning the saw, like really in depth, etc., etc. I worked 8:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. So, you know, 11 and a half, I think it's 10 and a half? No, it's 10 and a half hours, I'm sorry. 10 and a half hours was just really not fun. Actually, it was 10 hours, I lied. 10 hours is just, like, really just not fun. But, you know, time passed pretty quickly while I was working there. I was sort of surprised because I tried to make sure to work as hard as I did, because it's not like I'm just gonna go in there and just, like, dig around. Like, I'm there for money, boy. So I keep working for the first week, and, you know, I already start just getting frustrated. From sleep deprivation, because I did not sleep whatsoever whenever I was there. It was really terrible. From the same things happening over and over again, you know. I would go in there, I would try to work, and it would just be really not depressing. Depressing is not the word for it I would use at all. It would just wear me out after so long of working, which I tried it not to. I really tried to, you know, keep working hard, but it's just man, after so long just getting told no, it's not right, no, it's not right, no, it's not right, with nobody else helping, it's not helpful at all. Oh, that was my 3. So eventually it gets, you know, I go through the week, you know, I get really close to quitting each day, just because it gets so frickin' annoying. Like, and that's every job. But if you're dealing with this within the second week, and you're just getting like wore down, like it's just why? So finally it gets to the second week, and it is my second day working. So I come in, you know, I'm not feeling good, my stomach's hurting, whatnot, and it's another 10-hour shift. Well, go in, start working, you know, halfway through the shift, I'm getting ready to throw up. Like, it's bad. Like, I start clutching my stomach. I have to stop every couple minutes. That's not me being, you know, that big of a pansy. We get a lunch break, I go back, I basically, you know, start throwing up. It wasn't a fun time. Called my manager, I was like, yo, boy, I'm sick. And he told me, he was like, oh, let's wait for a little bit, see if you can come back in. If you can't, you're going to have to get a point. And I was like, you know, whatever. It's fine. I'm gonna expect that. So eventually I do come back, and I keep working again. You know, I'm feeling terrible. My work's coming out terrible. It's not fun. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. It's a glorious time, because I decided to get hired during the month when it's like crazy on orders. Apparently September was supposed to be like one of the most busiest months, supposedly. That's what somebody told me. And you know, I'm in the middle of cutting, I'm doing my thing, and all of a sudden one of the other employees, one of my coworkers, comes up, and he comes up with a piece of timber with some Sharpie drawn on it. He's like, you see right here? This is where you're supposed to have cut, right here. I don't understand why you haven't been cutting right here. This has been happening like every single time. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I got so mad. I was livid. I was like, what the I sort of got language inappropriate right there. Like, I just got mad. I mean, I got told that just people are just getting like so mad at me that I'm doing stuff wrong, and I don't understand how I'm doing it wrong. Oh no! So obviously I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get pissed off. So I took one of the pieces of uncut vinyl, and I threw it over to the side, and I get mad. I mean, why wouldn't I get mad? If you're not gonna train me correctly, no. Woo! Almost got Muhammad Ali. You know, if I'm getting consistently told, like, I'm wrong, I'm doing this wrong, I'm doing that wrong, you know, why wouldn't I get mad? So after that, I get mad, but I keep working, you know, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm supposed to do. And then break comes by. Haha, well, I called one of my friends who used to work there, and she dealt with the same thing. And I was telling her about the whole situation, she was like, man, I'm really hungry. Because at that point, it was like 5 in the morning. I hadn't ate, she hadn't ate. Because, well, she was supposed to be asleep, but she was awake for some reason. Would you stop being a whore? So I look at her. There's a game that we played called What Are the Odds? And you say, what are the odds that we're going to do this, that, and the other? And the other person's like, other person gives you number like 1 through 5, 1 through 10, etc., of what the odds that you're do that for. Well, I tell her, what are the odds that we'll go to McDonald's right now? She's like 1 through 10. And I was like, alright, I'm going to think of the number 6. Let's go 6 and see what happens. And I tell her, and we do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And she was like, 6. She said 6, so guess what I do? I left. No regrets. I left with no regrets. I left right out of that bitch. I walked right out. And I couldn't go back because whenever I left my, went back home because I got sick, I left my ID there. So whenever you walk out, you have to use your ID to get back in. And guess what? There was no going back. So yeah, after that I quit, and now I'm here. You know, it was unfortunate circumstances that had to happen like that. But if you're gonna treat somebody, if you're gonna be treated so badly at a job, and you're just gonna be worn down. If you're gonna be treated so badly at a job, you know, it's gonna be their fault because they're gonna push people away. Like they told me they had people who were there for like 1 day and left, a couple of days and left. They can't hold people for more than a few weeks. And I can sort of understand why. If you're gonna pull that, you're not gonna keep people. I hope that this will be a much more progressive. I should have been sitting here the whole time. Wow, I suck. I'm hoping that with me uploading more, you will be able to come back and enjoy much more content. There's a lot of stuff that I have planned, especially with new game releases, etc., etc. I'm not just going to completely focus on Call of Duty like I used to do. Obviously, this is a Call of Duty video, but I'm just going to be sprinkling a little bit of everything in them. So thank y'all for watching. If you like this, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. If you didn't, take a look at my videos. Take a look at my other videos. I might be able to change your mind. Y'all have a nice day. Stay classy.